G'day Knuckleheads, Uncle Knackers here, and welcome to another episode in my How to Hang a Door series. I think it's number 3 or number 4, I can't quite remember. But what we're doing today is installing the door jamb and then hanging the door. So let's get stuck into it. Now if you remember in the last episode, we put that whole door jamb together. Now to install it, it's extremely simple. And the reason for that is that in our previous videos, we've got our hinge side jamb, the stud, all beautifully straight and plumb. So now it's simply a matter of standing up the door jamb and then nailing it off. So grab your jamb, and place it inside the stud opening. Hard down on the floor, because this is a timber floor, and harder against these blocks which we installed earlier. Now with your door jamb in place, you need to have the outside of your jamb flush with your plasterboard or your drywall, otherwise your architraves or your casing isn't going to fit correctly. So to assist in that, I just use my set square, place it against the drywall, and then bring the jamb across until it hits that square. Then we're nice and flush with that surface, and then we can nail the jamb off. Now when nailing the jamb, I want to put a nail through the jamb and into those blocks that I've placed along that stud. So line the jamb up to the drywall or the plasterboard. You can either start up the top or the bottom. And then nail it off with 3 nails. Now you've done the top, let's go down to the bottom and do the same thing. Alright, now just nail all the way up that stud into those blocks. Okay, we're now ready to hang the door. Alright, here's our door ready to be attached to that door jamb, and all we need to do is to align up the hinges on the jamb to the door, and Bob's your uncle. Now I know this one here might be a touch tricky. We've got the 3 hinges, but I've noticed how this door has a bit of a bow in it, so that centre one may cause me a bit of strife, but we'll see how we go. Let's give it a crack. Okay, first of all, line that top hinge up, like that, and just give it a bit of a tap. Okay, here's in place. Now all we need to do is to try and get that centre hinge in. All the hinges line up beautifully, but the bow in the door is just causing a few little problems. Just get that in there, like that. Alright, that's pretty good. Now the bottom hinge. And now we have a swinging door. And that closes absolutely beautifully. The gap is spot on across the top. And now all we need to do is this jamb here, the closing side jamb, which is loose. All we need to do is adjust that in and out so that our gap between the door and the jamb is equal all the way down. Looks good. Now I'm just using these packers to pack out the jamb so that we can get a nice even gap up and down our door. Once again, using my set square, get the jamb and the plasterboard or the drywall nice and flush. Nail that. Now we'll just check it. And that's spot on to what I want. Now just work your way up and down that jamb until that gap is the same all the way. With the bottom now done, go to the top and do exactly the same process. And once that's done, then you can work your way up and down that jamb. Now one thing to remember, my door handle is at a height of 1.60 m. The latch is going to be hitting the door jamb right there, and the keeper for that latch will be just there. So you don't want any nails in that area because that can cause a few problems. So when you pack your door jamb, make sure you pack above it, just above it, or just below it. So I'm going to pack mine just about there, and that will be out of harm's way. Done. Now check this out. There you go. That door is sitting in the frame beautifully, and the gap right around the door is spot on. I like it. Great tip, Knackers! So there you go. I hope you enjoyed and found useful my video series on how to hang a door. Now look, there are lots and lots of ways out there to do just this, and everyone has their own way of doing it, and they all think that their way is the best and their way is the fastest. I don't care. This is how I do it, and it works for me beautifully and perfectly every single time. Try it out and you be the judge. Alrighty, if you also want to learn how to install a door handle, stick around and I'll leave a link to that video in the description box below, so make sure you check that one out. Alrighty, I think it's time for a cup of tea. So till next time, I'm out of here. Cheers. Oh yeah, don't forget the big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more handy tips. Cheers.